Hi everyone, welcome to Sean Burgess Fitness. Thank you for tuning in to watch our latest Flexibility Matters video on how to static stretch the oblique muscle group. So the obliques, the internal and the external, are located at the sides of your body, just adjacent to the rectus abdominis. They are often utilized a lot in rotational activities and if you train them in isolation in the gym. For instance, if you do any sort of side plank movement patterns. So if you want to try and isolate this area as a stretch, there's a couple of very simple things you can do. And I'm sure you've done most of these before. So the first one is to reach up high with your arms and then just side bend over to one side. Okay. So when you do that, you want the arms to stay level with the crown of your head. So you almost squeeze them between your shoulder blades and you want to push your hips out in the opposite direction. If you drop your arm down, you can reach further into that stretch. So a little bit higher up here, hits more that sort of external. And if we just go a little bit further down, we'll fit it in both areas. So that's just a nice, simple way just to get a little bit of a stretch into that area there. Of course, you're also lengthening through your lats as well, which connect onto the lower back and span very close to where the obliques are. If you want to add a stimulus like to this stretch, then what you can do is just use a nearby wall. So you take your nearest hand, just flatten it just with the fingers facing back, and then reach over through the crown of the head and almost like push away a little bit as well. Okay, so that's a nice stretch just to go into that muscle group a little bit further. So a nice little tweak that I always make to lengthen what you call your QL, your quadratus lumborum, which is the deep tissue muscle which sits behind the obliques. It's just to cross one leg over, just go in that same position, and then almost just try and focus on pushing away and just try and get really deep into that stretch and hold your position. Just like so. So remember, any static stretch that I show you today, you want to try and make sure you do that for 30 seconds and aim to do 3 sets on each side. If you want to add anything else, any other equipment to this movement, remember you could also lean over an exercise ball and stretch that way as well. And there's a couple of techniques you can do from a kneeling position on the floor, similar to what you would in yoga. So hopefully guys, you found this video informative. If you've got any related questions or if you have any feedback, then please do not hesitate to get in touch. Of course, we look forward to hearing from you and hopefully seeing you again in our next video.